Dear students, myself Professor Gyama Naik H, Department of Economics, KLS Gokte College of Commerce, Belagavi. Welcome you all for video lecture on Indian economics. In previous video, we had discussed regarding the remedial measures to control rapid growth of population. In today's video, let us discuss another important population issue, that is demographic dividend of India. Friends, from the earlier video lecture, you learnt and understood the fact that population act as a retarding factor, that is creating hurdle or hindrance for economic growth in terms of its various adverse effects. But in today's video, let us try to understand how population act as a promoting factor for economic growth in terms of its various benefits. Before we discuss the meaning and nature of demographic dividend of India, let us go through introduction. Friends, the population of a country, whether it is a asset or liability, largely depends on the type of population a country possesses. From the point of understanding, the population of a country broadly divided into two categories, namely working population, that is 15 to 60 years, and number 2 dependent or unproductive population, that is 0 to 15 years and above 65 years. After knowing the type of population, let us understand the meaning of demographic dividend. Demographic dividend refers to the substantial increase in the growth of working age population, more particularly young population aged between 15 to 35 years. I repeat once again the meaning of demographic dividend. Demographic dividend refers to the substantial increase in the growth of working population, more particularly young population, that is aged between 15 to 35 years. After knowing the meaning of demographic dividend, let us look at the trends in demographic potential of India with the help of a table. In the given table, for instance, year 2001, 2006, 2011, 2016 and 2021. The percentage of young population in the year 2001, that is 55%, in 2006 58%, in 2011 60%, in 2016 65%, in 2021 68%. From the above table, it is clear that India enjoys the benefit of young population, since percentage of young population or productive population is increasing over the years. Another distinguishing fact is that presently the percentage of young population is declining in China, whereas in India it is increasing substantially. For instance, nearly 12 million young population joining Indian labor market every year. Therefore, India is rightly described as a young country or young nation, since India has more than 50% of young population, and thereby India having a great advantage or a great window of opportunity. Reaping the benefit of demographic dividend. Demographic dividend in a country may not be continued indefinitely. Therefore, timely action is needed to make our young population more healthy, educated and skill oriented to reap, that means to receive the benefit of demographic dividend, since the young population is the greatest wealth and strength of any country. In this context, it is worthwhile to understand the importance of demographic dividend from the following statement. If you simply pass over this opportunity, the demographic dividend turn out to be as a demographic disaster, that is danger or liability for the country in near future. That means if you are not using this opportunity, that is proper use of the productive or active population or young population in productive activities, and if you neglect or if you simply ignore this opportunity, then demographic dividend turn out to be as a demographic disaster or danger or liability for the country in near future. Then let, then let us understand what are the advantages or benefits of demographic dividend. Demographic dividend offers many advantages or benefits for India in number of ways, and thereby act as a promoting factor for economic growth of India. Some of them are: number one, India becomes human resource capital for the world. That means it supplies labor force to many countries due to huge young population or huge manpower. Number two, it supplies adequate labor force for various productive activities in the country. Number three, it widens the size of market by creating more demand for goods and services in the country. That means it widens the size of market by creating more demand for goods and services produced in the country. Number four, it accelerates GDP growth rate of the country. That means by active participation of the productive activities, that is gross domestic product, it raising or increasing the gross domestic product GDP growth rate of the country. Then next, it accelerates saving and capital formation of the country. That means by earning income, more savings means more investment and more capital formation in the country. It accelerates savings and capital formation of the country. Then next, it widens the scope of job market by more women employment. That means the number of women employment opportunities are increases in the Indian job market due to common education. Earlier, only male population, the number of male population joining employment, but due to the common education, literacy, increase in the literacy rate, women is also equally take part in employment, and as a result, the due to more women participation, it widens the scope of job market. This is another advantage. The next, it earns foreign exchange reserves for the country. People who works for foreign country earns foreign exchange resources. Number 8, it strengthens defense potentiality of the country by joining more young or youth population to army force. That means it strengthens or increases the defense potential of the country by joining more younger youth population to army force. These are the some of the advantages or benefits of demographic dividend, and thereby it act as a promoting factor for economic growth of India. After analyzing In conclusion, we have to say that after analyzing the nature and benefits of demographic dividend, we conclude by saying that India has great window of opportunity, or India is sitting on the demographic sweet spot, since the percentage of young population or productive population in India increasing substantially year by year, and this young or productive population going to be an asset for the country in coming years, provided if the skills and talents of young population utilized in right direction. With this, I conclude today's lecture. We shall meet for another discussion in the next video lecture. Thank you, one and all.